p block elements. Already what are the elements? Generally we are calling as p block element. The valence electrons. In the classification of elements, there only we are discussed. The total element, they are divided into 4 blocks. S block elements, P block elements, D block elements, and F block elements. What are the P block elements? Means the valence electrons enters into the p orbitals. Those are called P block elements. So in that P block elements, we need to discuss about 15th group elements. 15th group elements. What are the 15th group elements, ma'am? 15th group elements. General electronic configuration is NS2 NP3. NS2 NP3. So the valence shell N cell is called valence shell. The valence shell contains 2 electrons, 2 completely filled electrons present in s orbital and half filled electrons present in p orbitals. Total 5 electrons are present. That's why this 15th group elements also called as 50A. In Roman numbers, it is called 5A. 50A group. So they contains how many valence electrons are present? 5 valence electrons are present. These valence electrons only responsible for involving in chemical bonding. So the general electronic configuration of 15th group is NS2 and P3. What are the elements? These 15th group elements also called nitrogen family. Nitrogen family or nicogens. Nicogens. Okay. See, what are the 15th group elements? Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Element. Atomic number and electronic configuration. Let's see, nitrogen atomic number is 7. Phosphorus 15. Means 7 plus 8 15. 15 plus 18 33. 33 plus 18 51. 51 plus 32 83. So just I added 8 again 18 32. Then the atomic number of nitrogen is 7, phosphorus 15, arsenic 33 and antimony 51, bismuth 83. Okay, see the general electronic configuration is NS2 NP3. So that 15th group elements or 50A group elements, that valence shell or outermost shell generally contains 5 electrons are present. So due to the presence of family means they have similar chemical properties because the valence shell contains same number of electrons. So in 15th group elements or 50A group elements, all elements nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth, they all contain 5 electrons present in valence shell. Okay, see the nitrogen electronic configuration, the nearest noble gas electronic configuration, helium, means atomic number is 2, He. It belongs to second period, that's why N is 2, NS2, sorry, 2s2, 2p3, 2s2, 2p3. Next, phosphorus, neon, 3s2, 3p3. Argon, 3d10, 4s2, 4p3. Next, antimony, krypton, 36 36, 4d10, 18, neon 10, helium 2, 36, 4d10, 5s2 5p3. See 36 plus 10 46, 46 48 51. The total number of electrons. Atoms are the neutral. That's why number of electrons is equal to number of protons is equal to atomic number. So nitrogen Z equal to 7 means they contain 7 electrons, 7 protons. Phosphorus 15 electrons and 15 protons are present. That's why the 15 electrons I am filling according to Hund's rule, Aufbau rule and Pauli's exclusive principle. Already that electronic configurations filling of electrons in atomic orbitals in first PUC only we are studied. Electronic configurations are very important. According to that electronic configurations in the presence in the valence shell, according to the valence shell we can identify their period number as well as in group number. So the valence shell contains 5 electrons are present. The outermost shell belongs to these all elements. That's why these all are belongs to 50A group elements. 50A group elements is nothing but 15th group element. 6 electrons are present in NS and NP. Then those are called 60A group elements. Then belongs to 16th group. Now nitrogen is second period, 15th group. Phosphorus is third period, 15th group. Arsenic is fourth period, 15th group. Antimony is fifth period, 15th group. And bismuth is sixth period and 15th group elements. Next, nearest noble gas, krypton, xenon. Xenon 54. It's 4f 14 5d10 6s2 6p3. 6s2 6p3. This is the valence shell electronic configuration or complete electronic configuration of 15th group elements. Okay, students, let's see occurrence. These 15th group elements. Among that, nitrogen and phosphorus compounds are very important. Nitrogen and phosphorus are very important. If you observe that nitrogen is exist in the form of N2 in diatomic state, and it is present in atmospheric air. How much? N2 gas is around 78% by volume. (78% by volume) present in atmospheric air. Atmospheric air. But in earth crust, most abundant element among these nitrogen family are 15th group elements. Phosphorus is more when compared with nitrogen, and then arsenic, and then antimony, and then bismuth. This is the order. So antimony and bismuth, arsenic are very low abundance, but phosphorus is more when compared that nitrogen in earth crust. Nitrogen is present in the form of nitrates, sodium nitrate, as well as potassium nitrate, KNO3. Potassium nitrate. This sodium nitrate, NaNO3. The sodium nitrate is called chili saltpeter. Chili saltpeter, and potassium nitrate is called Indian saltpeter. What is the common name of potassium nitrate? Indian saltpeter. And sodium nitrate common name is chili saltpeter. The Indian saltpeter is also called Bengal saltpeter. So nitrogen mostly in the earth crust, it is present in the form of nitrates. And what about the phosphorus? Phosphorus is present in the form of phosphates. And the most important thing is nitrogen is also present in the form of in our human body amino acids. Amino acids are proteins, DNA, RNA, and biomolecules. Mostly they contains nitrogen. They contains nitrogen. At the same time, phosphorus also present in the form of ATP and ADP, adenosine diphosphate and adenosine monophosphate. It is also present in phosphorus. Is also phosphate in the form of phosphates. It is present in DNA and RNA. Deoxyribonucleic acids. Those are nucleotides. Nucleotides means nitrogen base plus sugar plus phosphate linkage is present. So in the form of phosphate, mostly bones contains phosphorus is present. Okay, and this phosphorus is available in the earth crust in the form of apatites. In the form of apatites, apatite minerals. The form of apatite minerals. Its general formula is Ca3PO4 types. 3 moles of Ca3PO4 twice CaX2, where X is equal to fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine, halogens. Where X is equal to chlorine, fluorine, as well as OH group. If fluorine is present, it is called fluoroapatite. Means enamel, this teeth contains enamel. The enamel formula is Ca3PO4 twice CaF2, fluoroapatite. If that fluoroapatite, if the enamel in the water or drinking water contains fluorinated water, if it is the fluorine percentage, fluorine ppm is more, then it becomes to hydroxyapatite. Means 3 Ca3PO4 twice CaOH twice, hydroxyapatite. So in that due to the formation of hydroxyapatite, that enamel will be decreases. The enamel density will be decreases in on teeth. Then automatically what happens? The strength will be decreases. Okay. Then it becomes a brown color. The teeth will becomes a brown color. So the fluorine is also present in the form of ATP, ADP, and is also present in DNA and RNA. But it is in earth crust, mainly it is available in the form of apatite minerals. Apatite minerals general formula is Ca3, 3 moles of Ca3PO4 twice CaX2, where X is fluorine or chlorine. If fluorine is present, it is called as fluoroapatite. Chlorine is present, it is called as chloroapatite. OH group is present, then it is called as hydroxyapatite. This is information related to occurrence. Okay, let's see general properties of 15th group elements or 15th group elements. General properties. The first one, electronic configuration. If you observe general electronic configuration, NH2 NP3, it is completely filled. It is the p orbital contains 3 electrons are present. It is half filled. That's why it is stable electronic configuration. Why 50A group elements having stable electronic configuration? Because in its valence shell, the ns orbitals are completely filled, s orbitals are completely filled, and p orbitals are half filled. That's why it is a stable electronic configuration. Half filled or completely filled electronic configuration is present, then it is called a stable electronic configuration. Next, second one is atomic radius or size. Generally in a group, atomic size or atomic radius increases down the group. Means the nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and bismuth. Increases down below. That the increasing is more when compared that nitrogen to phosphorus, nitrogen to arsenic. But arsenic to antimony and antimony to bismuth, increasing size is very small, very less. Increasing size is very less because of poor shielding effect of inner D and F orbitals. Inner D and F are inner completely filled D and F orbitals. Filled D and F orbitals. So the inner D orbitals or F orbitals are completely filled. Their screening effect or protective nature is less. That's why they are highly attracted by the nucleus. Then automatically what happens now? The valence shell comes to nearer to the nucleus. Then small decreasing only is happened. Generally, in a group top to bottom atomic size from one atom to another atom is need to increase more. But here also increasing. But arsenic to antimony, antimony to bismuth, that increasing atomic size or atomic radius is small only, is not that much like nitrogen to phosphorus and phosphorus to arsenic, because of poor screening effect or shielding effect of inner completely filled D and F orbitals. Inner completely filled D and F orbitals. That reason is very, very important. Why that atomic size or radius decreases very less from arsenic to bismuth? Because of poor screening effect or shielding effect of inner completely filled 3D and inner completely filled D and F orbitals. D and F orbitals. That point we need to remember now. Okay, students. Let's see next one. Ionization energy. It is important. Ionization energy. Already we know that in first piece there only we are studied ionization energy factors. What is that factor? If any atoms having completely filled or half filled electronic configuration is present, then their ionization energy is more when compared to that neighboring elements or neighboring atoms. See, 5th A group and 4th A group and 6th A group. This is the first ionization energy, RIE1. Generally, these are all elements. For example, carbon belongs to 4th A group elements, nitrogen belongs to 5th A group elements, and oxygen belongs to 6th A group elements. Generally, all are in the same period. In a period left to right, ionization energy is increases. Then what we thought? Okay, carbon to nitrogen ionization energy is increases. But what about that nitrogen to oxygen? Need to increase, but here not increases, decreases, because of the nitrogen have completely filled, means it is NS2 NP2, it is NS2 NP3, NS2 NP4. So the nitrogen has half filled electronic configuration is present in p orbitals and completely filled electronic configuration is present in s orbitals. That's why the first ionization energy of 5th A group elements in respect to their periods is more when compared to neighboring group elements. Okay, but what about the second ionization energy? Second ionization energy, if you are compared that 6th A group elements are more when compared to 5th A group elements, because in second ionization energy of 6th A group elements, then they becomes stable electronic combination. NS2 NP3 is coming. That's why the second ionization energy of oxygen is more when compared to nitrogen, but first ionization energy of nitrogen is more when compared to oxygen. That observations are very, very important for objective examination. The next one is electron affinity. That also we have discussed in earlier only. Electron affinity. The electron affinity, one particular exceptional condition we are discussing. Second period elements like nitrogen and phosphorus. Nitrogen belongs to second period and phosphorus belongs to third period. Oxygen and sulfur, fluorine and chlorine. Chlorine have more electron affinity when compared that fluorine. As similarly, sulfur having more when compared to oxygen, and phosphorus having more when compared to nitrogen. That reason already we are discussed. Now electron affinity order is generally electron affinity decreases down the group, but phosphorus has more when compared to that nitrogen. Nitrogen, phosphorus is more when compared to nitrogen. After that, arsenic, antimony, and bismuth gradually decreases. The next important property is electronegativity. Electronegativity. In a group, electronegativity, what happens? Decreases. Electronegativity decreases down the group. Electronegativity decreases down the group. It is very clear. Next. Metallic nature. Metallic nature, what happens? Metallic nature increases down the group. Metallic nature increases down the group. Metallic nature increases down the group because atomic size increases. Because atomic size increases. If you observe that, antimony, bismuth, nitrogen and phosphorus are non-metals. Arsenic and antimony are metalloids. And bismuth is metallic character. So, in a group, top to bottom, metallic nature is increasing because atomic size or atomic radius increases and ionization energy decreases. Ionization energy decreases. Okay, students? Next. Next important character is oxidation states. Oxidation states. See, generally 50 group elements, their oxidation states, lower oxidation state is -3 and higher oxidation state is +5. Higher oxidation state of p block elements is equal to its group number. What is the group? Group number should be in Roman numbers. Already we know that maximum oxidation state in periodic table is 8 plus 8. So 15th A group elements or 15th group elements or 50th A group element, their maximum oxidation state is +5. So 50th A group elements, they shows that oxidation states range -3, +3 to +5 range. +3 to +5 range they will show. Okay, now -3 oxidation state stability. The first important point. -3 oxidation state stability. -3 oxidation state stability decreases down the group. See, negative oxidation state stability is decreasing down the group. Why negative? -3 oxidation state stability is decreasing because metals, generally metallic character is increasing, means mostly they shows positive oxidation state. But here negative oxidation state. Bismuth never exhibits negative oxidation state. Nitrogen exhibits -3 oxidation state in NH3. Okay, that's why -3 oxidation state stability decreasing down the group because metallic nature increases. Metallic nature increases. Now come to the point. Next, very important point, +3 and +5 oxidation state stabilities can be explained by the inert pair effect. explained by the inert pair effect. What is inert pair effect? Ns electrons, Ns2 electrons are not participating in a chemical bonding in a group top to bottom. So the inert pair effect increasing in a group top to bottom. Due to that inert pair effect, lower oxidation state stabilities increases down the group and higher oxidation state stabilities decreases down the group. So +3 oxidation state stability increases down the group and +5 oxidation state stability decreases down the group because inert pair effect. Inert pair effect. Due to the inert pair effect, so that point is very important. Inert pair effect. Let's see, according to this inert pair effect concept, bismuth +3 is more stable when compared to bismuth +5. Means mostly bismuth +3 containing compounds simply exist when compared to +5. That's why bismuth in +5 oxidation state acts as strong oxidizing agent. Strong oxidizing agent. See, what is the meaning for oxidizing agent? Oxidizing agent means what, ma? The substance itself easily undergoes reduction because bismuth +5 compounds converted into bismuth +3. This is stable. Then the substance itself undergoes reduction and it oxidizes to other substance. That's why bismuth in +5 oxidation state, it acts as a strong oxidizing agent. Or otherwise any substance in higher oxidation states, it acts as a strong oxidizing agent. It acts as a strong oxidizing agent. That point we need to remember now. So this is about oxidation states. Next. So these are about general properties of 15th group elements. Next very important point is melting points. Melting points gradually increases down the group, but that increasing is up to arsenic, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, and then decreases antimony and bismuth. So bismuth has low melting points. This gradual decreasing the melting points of antimony and bismuth is due to the poor screening effect or shielding effect of presence of completely filled F and inner d orbitals. F and inner d orbitals. Due to the presence of F and d orbitals, and they exhibits lanthanide contraction. Due to lanthanide contraction, antimony and bismuth having low melting points. And similarly boiling points. The boiling points also gradually increases, but nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony. Okay, so this is about boiling point. Boiling points are gradually increases, but melting points increases up to arsenic and then decreases due to lanthanide contraction. Okay, so this is about general properties of 15th group elements. Okay students, let's listen. Next, chemical properties we need to discuss. Chemical properties of general chemical properties of 15th group elements. Before discussing the general chemical properties of 15th group elements, okay, we'll discuss about Anomalous properties. Anomalous properties of nitrogen. So in 15th A group elements, sorry, in 15th group elements or 5th A group elements, nitrogen have different properties compared to remaining all. What are the important reasons for the exhibiting anomalous properties or different properties of nitrogen atoms? Reasons. The first reason is nitrogen atom is small size. The second one is high ionization energy. Small size, high ionization energy, and high electronegativity. And the main important one is non-availability of vacant, non-availability of d orbitals. So for nitrogen atom, there is no d orbitals present in its valence shell. Nitrogen atom does not contain d orbitals, only they contains s and p orbitals only. S and p orbitals only. So due to that reasons only, nitrogen exhibiting different properties are anomalous properties. What are the anomalous properties? The first one is nitrogen exists in N2, diatomic state. Diatomic. Remaining are polyatomic. Remaining are polyatomic. Example like phosphorus, P4. Phosphorus is existing in P4 form. So the nitrogen exists in diatomic state and the remaining elements are existing in polyatomic state. That is one different property. The second one is in exam any two regions they will ask. So you have to remember any 2 points. Otherwise in objective cases we must have to remember the all points. The next one is nitrogen. N2 is gas. All are remaining, all are in solid state. Remaining all are in a solid state. It is very important, man. Next, nitrogen atom maximum covalency is 4, but remaining exhibits more than 4. Why? Nitrogen atom maximum covalency is 4 only. Maximum covalency is 4 only. Absence of d orbitals. Absence of d orbitals. Due to the absence of d orbitals, nitrogen maximum covalency is 4. But phosphorus PCl5, PF5, PF5 like they are existing. Maximum covalency is 5. But NCl5 does not exist. Nitrogen does not combine with 4 chlorine atoms like phosphorus. Because why phosphorus it is possible? Phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, those all possible. Why? Because they have availability of vacant d orbitals in its outermost shell. Vacant d orbitals are present, but here there is no vacant d orbitals. That's why nitrogen, its maximum covalency is limited up to 4 bonds. But remaining elements, they have more than 4, means 5, 6 also they will exhibit. Phosphorus exists in PCl6 because availability of vacant d orbitals PCl6 minus. PCl6 minus is also possible because PCl5 it acts as a Lewis acids. Due to the availability of vacant d orbitals, it accepts Cl minus and exists in the form of PCl6 minus. So these are the some important anomalous properties of a nitrogen atom. So nitrogen, in among the 50A group elements, nitrogen exhibits anomalous properties because of its small size, high ionization energy, and high electronegativity, and non-availability of vacant d orbitals. Non-availability of vacant d orbitals. So, what are some important properties? The first property is nitrogen exists in N2 diatomic state, but the remaining are in polyatomic state. Nitrogen exists in gaseous state, the remaining are all in solid state. Nitrogen maximum covalency is 4, but the remaining atoms maximum covalency is 5 or 6, like that they exhibits. Okay, and one more important thing is nitrogen forms only p pi bonds, but